business owners, welcome to AutoAppy. So today we are going to cover a very interesting automation which is based on Typeform and Airtable. So here what's going to happen is whatever data you're going to capture here in your Typeforms is going to automatically be created in your Airtable and stored as a record each and every time you create a response in your Typeform. So to understand this, let's consider a real-time example. Consider that you have a contact base which you have to maintain in your Airtable, like one I already have. Suppose you have to maintain such columns and such details of your customers of whose responses you have already taken from your type form, and you also want that those details have to be stored into your backup for your future references. So in that case, if we had to go and do this manually, we will actually have to go to your type form, and in the responses section of your type form you will have to go and fetch the important details and then one by one enter them and create records in your Airtable. So that this would be really exhausting and waste of time, right? So this could be easily achievable with the help of a single automation without a single line of code, and that too, and with the help of AutoAppy, which is our tool. So as we go to AutoAppy, so AutoAppy is a no-code platform which is used to make such automations work without any coding. It's resolved with the help of AutoAppy. So before heading over towards this workflow, let's learn a bit more about AutoAppy. So this is the home page of AutoAppy. Let's go to home page, which will take us to the landing page. So this is the landing page to AutoAppy, where we have different nav options such as the home, apps, learn, automations, pricing, and workflows. So now let's head on towards the next section, that is the connect your apps. So here we have a list of n number of applications available which you can integrate and which you can create automations with. So these all applications are integrated with AutoAppy. So we can feel free to use any one of them. So now let's go to the next section, that is the set up your automations. So here you have different templates available which you have created for you so that you can try out various kind of automations available here and see how they suit your businesses. So now heading down towards our pricing plans, we can see that we have three pricing plans, which is the starter plan, the essential plan, and the professional plan. So in the starter plan, you can see that at absolutely 0 rupees per month, we are offering you 3,000 tasks every month. So here we have different other options such as the unlimited workflows, unlimited team members, and whatnot. So what are you waiting for? Just simply sign up for free and take as most of as advantage as possible. So now let's head on towards our today's workflow. But before going to workflow, make sure that you have an account with AutoAppy and that you have connected your Google credentials to the same so that you can seamlessly access your automations. So now I'll just go and tap workflows. So this is the page it lands us to. So basically this is the automation dashboard where you can manage your different kind of workflows you create and the different kind of automations you're going to create and monitor them. So now we have to go forward and make our first workflow for today, that is by clicking add workflow.
So let's name it as Typeform to Airtable. And see as save.
This will open up an interface like this, which will prompt us to enter a trigger application, and which is basically telling us to select one trigger application. So now you will have a question is a trigger. So basically trigger is just as a first starting point to any automation you're going to create further. So in this case, trigger will be Typeform. So just search for Typeform, and from the triggers select new entry and say add first tab. So now it has successfully added the node and or the application into the AutoAppy canvas. So now we have to go and configure this. For this, go to draft. Besides that, you can see that there is a hamburger menu, right? So just click there and it will open up the setup for the same. So here you can find that there is a webhook URL available. So just simply go there and hit copy. And now as you go down, you can see that there is a setup of instructions available here, which says that log into Typeform first. But since I already have an account, I will just skip the step and we will follow the steps from the second step. So here it says that open your form in the workspace and locate the form you want to connect to AutoAPI and click the form to open its dashboard. So here I'll just head on towards my type form which I have created. So basically this is the type form I have created with the following fields such as the first name, the last name, the phone number, email and the company, which is also having a shareable link available. So but before that, let's go on to our steps. So it is saying that go to the connect tab. So here follow me, and here we have to go and search connect, which is the third tab from this list. So go to connect, and under that we have two tabs, that is the integrations and the webhooks. So select webhooks and say add webhook. So here it will prompt us to enter a webhook URL. So where this is available. So for that, go to AutoAPI and you can see this webhook URL. If you have not copied it or missed it, just simply go and copy it again and come and paste it over here and say save webhook. Oh yes, there is one problem over here. Since I already had one available before, it is creating a confusion as in like which one I added before and which one I added right now. So for that, we'll just delete these webhooks. Let's perform the step again. So say add webhook and paste your copied AutoAPI webhook URL here and say save webhook. So here you can see that the webhook is off. So don't forget to turn it on by clicking the toggle option. So now go back to AutoAPI and just start capturing sample data. So as it is capturing the data, go to your Typeform and say share. So now copy the link and open this new link in your new tab. So now keep on entering data here. Select this as India, unless you're not from another country, and add a dummy number for now. In the email address, enter a dummy email address. In the company, just add AutoAPI and hit submit. Done. So now go back to AutoAPI and say check status. So you have successfully captured all the data. Easy. So just you can see that all the data which we had entered in the form has been captured inside this response, and the node of Typeform is live. So now that we have received the entire response from Typeform, let's go further and add our next action node. That is our final action node, which would be Airtable, from where we have to transfer the data from Typeform to Airtable and create a record automatically. So let's see how to do that. So go for the plus icon here, and this will open up this kind of an interface which will tell us to select an action app. So just search for Airtable. Select this, and then within the action type we will have to select or search for create record and say add node. Yes, add node, and then it says successfully added. So now it will open up a setup for the same. So in which we have two options like existing connection and create new connection. So since if you are someone who are already existing user of AutoAPI, you can always go to existing connection, and if you are a new user, let's go for create new connection like in our case. So just let's name it as Airtable
API auth. That we can easily use this if we want to perform any other next automation with respect to Airtable. It will be saved under the existing connection dropdown. So now let's go to connect with Airtable. So this will open up a grant access interface by Airtable, which tells us to add all resources and add a base. I'll come to it, but let's say add all resources for now, and then it will say add a base. So in these bases, you can see that I have already two bases created, but we are going to use AutoApply customer base in our case. So just say grant access, and the connection is created successfully. So in order to just know like what our base is, let's go to our Airtable account. So since I already have an account, I will be using the same existing table for today's YouTube video. So you need to make sure that also you have an account with Airtable before you create this automation. So but make sure that whatever fields you have filled into your type form, that is this one, has to be same as that of the ones you have stored in your Airtable. So this is my customer database which I have stored. Basically, I'm collecting the information from Typeform to Airtable. So let's see how this is done. Okay. So for that, we will have to go to AutoApply again. And that now that we have added our Airtable, so we will have to go and select our base name, that is the AutoApply customer base. And in the table name, we will have to go for customer feedback. And you can see that it has fetched the rows from the Airtable. So now let's go and map them one by one. So for this, we have to go to the data mapper, which you can see here. This is the plus icon. Just click plus, and from the category, we will have to go for Typeform, which is the previous node from where we want the information to be stored into Airtable. So in the field section, it is asking for first name. So search for Sia, which was our first name, and just say confirm. And from the last name also you have to repeat the same process. Go for the plus icon and select Typeform as the previous node and search for Kapoor and say save. In the contact part you have to repeat the same. And search for the contact and say confirm. Repeat the same process elsewhere also. Search the email and go for company. Do the same thing. And then you can simply say submit. Post this, just go for test this node. Tap it. So yes, the task has been executed successfully. Now let's do hide sample data and show sample data to see what response we have received. So yes, we have received a response where all the fields have been fetched successfully and that it has been created into our Airtable. So let's go to our Airtable and verify if this row has been created into the table or not. So just simply refresh the page if you can't see the row. So yes, there is an issue over here that since it had already got a name of Sia Kapoor before, it is not allowing me to add the same person's details, basically the same email address. So we will have to change this to something else. So what we can do here is we can just go and delete this existing user. Just right click and say delete customer. Okay, and then go back to your auto API and again go and perform test this node. So task has been executed successfully. So go back to auto API and now you can see that the name Sia Kapoor has been reflected. So this is the automation which was planned for today. Hope that you enjoyed this automation and hope you loved the journey through Auto API. If you are ready to save time, automate your workflows, and supercharge your productivity, head over to our website and start automating today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon and so you never miss an update from us. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there is any workflow in your mind you want us to cover in the upcoming video tutorials, and we will be very happy to help you. You just simply have to go to our YouTube channel and just comment below that specific video. Thanks for watching, and until I see you into the next video tutorial. Thanks for watching, and until I see you into the next video tutorial. Until then, keep automating. Thank you.